There are certain parts of living abroad that just don't seem to get talked about that much between expats. If you pay attention to the conversations you have, or even the kinds of questions people ask, there's a certain direction those conversations naturally move in. It's very easy to talk about the good parts, the exciting things, the things that feel good to share. And those things are very real. But there are also other parts of this experience that don't come up as easily in our conversations. And I've caught myself doing this too. Choosing what I share, framing things slightly better, not in a big way, just wanting to feel, even for myself, that I still made the right choice moving here, and also to feel and stay positive, not wanting to worry people. So I probably shared more of the good picture even with people who might understand me best. And I was thinking about this and trying to understand what happens, because I don't think people are just pretending everything is great. There's actually something else going on. When you make a massive decision like this, moving abroad and changing your life in every visible way, your mind also has to make sense of that. It wants things to feel coherent, to feel like this was the right move, to feel stable in that choice, and also to feel like it was worth it. Because once you made such a drastic decision like this, you carry what it means. So naturally, you focus more on expressing what's working. That's not fake. That's actually something your brain does to help you adapt and stay invested. But what accidentally happens is that when a lot of people do that at the same time, you end up with conversations that only show part of the picture. And if you're in a moment where you're experiencing hardship or things feeling harder or even just different than you expected, it can all of a sudden make you feel like you're the only one experiencing that because nobody else talks about it. Recently, I had a conversation about this exact thing with another expat. They said something like, "Why does it feel like everyone else is handling this so well?" And in a way, they even saw that in me, that I had everything together. Well, in reality, I didn't. Like, nobody really does in life. And that conversation stuck with me because I know they're not the only one. I think a lot of people are just not saying those parts out loud easily. In Dutch, we have this expression, we don't hang our dirty laundry outside. Or in other words, we keep that stuff to ourselves. And then it becomes this loop where everyone's kind of waiting for someone else to go first, to say something a little bit more real, a bit less polished, especially in the new environment like this. And if you're noticing that other people don't mention any hardship at all, it can actually feel a bit uncomfortable being the first person talking about it. It may make you wonder, am I the only one feeling this way? Am I making this heavier than it needs to be? Am I doing something wrong? Am I crazy? The way that we talk to each other accidentally reinforces it, staying quiet about things that don't feel so exciting. Showing the good parts becomes the norm, even if it doesn't reflect the full reality. And I think this is also why this all matters so much to me, and one of the main reasons I decided to build my coaching work around expats and expat partners. Now, if we haven't met yet, I am Ava, Identity and Life Design Coach. I'm trying to use the beautiful things and the hardship I experience or have experienced as a lever to create a space where that full experience can exist without having to filter it. It's also what I'm trying to create here with my videos on this channel, and sharing that expat life does have a lot of rainbows, roses, and butterflies, and that it also has some thorns and creepy spiders, just like anything in life, really. And being real with it is liberating and allows us to find a way forward a little more easy. And I think that this connects back to something very important because there's another side to being the one going first. Yes, it can feel uncomfortable breaking the norm and risking finding out that others really do seem to have it all figured out where you don't feel the same. Yet, the moment someone says it first, it often creates space immediately for the other person to go, yeah, actually, me too. And that suddenly makes the conversation shift. It becomes more real, more connected. So if you're that person going first, maybe instead of questioning if you're the odd one out or doing something wrong, you can see it as something that actually matters more than it might feel in the moment. It reminds me a little bit of what Brene Brown shares, how much courage it takes to be the first person to say, I love you. It wouldn't be brave if it wasn't at least a little scary, right? And if you are not typically the person to go first, maybe you can consider doing so anyway. Even if you don't feel the need to share for yourself, you may just help the other person in their world. I hope that this video was of value to you and maybe even inspiring you to be just a little more brave, inviting you to break these silent norms we have. Being the one to go first in life just a little more. If it was of value to you, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and use that notification bell to not miss another video from me. And in case this video is stirring something in you that you'd like to talk about, I'll leave a link in the description to book your Expat Partner Impact Consult, inviting you to an open and real conversation of the full picture with me about how expat life is affecting you personally. Because you deserve to live, love, and lead from the inside out, no matter where you are or for how long. And until we meet again, remember to reclaim the life that you love, connect to what truly matters, and rise above the common.